So this is pretty cool. There's two SU-24s of mine. That's pretty cool. I don't know who's shooting at them. There's a bunch of other guys on the ground, which is kind of neat. I'm just kind of figuring out how to fly this thing. Getting the feel for it, I guess. It's definitely fun. I definitely like it. I think it's super badass. Super nice external view too. Hate when that happens. It's definitely running really well and playing rather smooth, for sure. And I'm running it at like 3840 by 1080 or whatever. Super ultra wide screen on a 49-inch monitor with TrackIR. And it's definitely smooth. And it looks amazing. Pretty impressive stuff. I know some people hate when I play it in this resolution and record it, but this is what I use to have fun, you know? So you're seeing what I see, only you're seeing it smaller is the only difference. That's the only sucky part about when you record this stuff at this resolution. But that's the only way I can fill up my entire 49-inch super ultra wide monitor screen, is running it at this resolution. But I'm keeping it airborne, and it sounds like it's yelling at me for some reason, but I'm not wrecking. That's the key thing. It's definitely a different helicopter altogether. I keep tearing through the cockpit or something at this view. If I zoom out, there we go. It tends to happen less. I prefer to be right about there, maybe. But it definitely looks freaking amazing. This is a really fun chopper. At least so far. I'm far from an expert. This is me just putzing around with it, trying to get the feel for how it handles and maneuvers and what I can do with tail rotor, how it reacts. All that fun stuff. Oh wow, I like this view. This is pretty freaking sweet. Default view is up behind. Kind of like flying the Apache from the back seat. This is the back seat. It's been years since I've messed around with the hind. I forgot. The next view is the front seat to deploy weapons and all that fun stuff. Uh-oh. These mirrors are pretty kick-ass too. I really dig the little fan. If you look closely, that thing starts catching air. It's pretty cool. Check out this ship down here. This is pretty neat too. I want to see somebody land this thing on the hotel there in the middle of the Persian Gulf map. That looks fun to try to land on too. But not today. You won't get me smashing this thing up on camera today, if I can help it. Watch, I spoke too soon now. This thing is really fun to fly. I really like how the view isn't that obstructed, you know? You can really see what you're doing. See the fan again? Kicking in. Always love the choppers in DCS though. It's just fun flying these things. Even if you're doing it wrong, it's still fun, if that makes any sense. That's pretty cool. I jump into the front seat and the AI guy takes over and does a decent job of keeping me in the air still. That's pretty freaking cool. I haven't even begun to mess with the Petrovich AI and see what's going on there. Other than this, if this is part of it, which I would imagine it would be. Because to be able to jump into the front seat like that, that's pretty cool. And you hopefully, the AI takes over and keeps it, you know, level enough that you can accomplish something. And so far that seems to be the case. Again, this is me without reading a single thing about this. Just jumping in here, setting up my controls, and just flying. How I know how to fly, at least, you know? Whoa. That was pretty sideways for a second. Nice. This thing is so much fun. And I'm sure I'm flying it wrong somehow or another. But this is me just flying this thing based on what I know a helicopter should fly like. I haven't figured out any of the systems yet, or, you know, much other than the couple of dials that are down there. There's probably some cool autopilot and other fancy things I can do in it. Yeah, this pilot dude in the back does a pretty good job when you jump into the front seat of just taking over. It sure looks like he's going to smash me into the ground, but he's actually doing a pretty good job of not doing that. And my hand's not even on the controls right now. So that is freaking awesome. I'm digging that. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Now I got to figure out weapons and what all my buttons, dials, and switches do. I know down here's the weapons panel, and I can start messing with that, but I don't know what my modes are and what more I can get on this HUD or anything yet, really, other than I'm going to point the nose in a direction I want it to go and fly it around. Funny thing is, I think I have more fun doing that most days than I do killing things. Ain't that nuts? I don't know. It's kind of relaxing, you know? It's always the fun part, I think. That's the first thing I do in every module. What's the first thing you guys do? You know, other than set up your controls and stuff. And I'm not even fully set up. I usually can't wait. I'm usually impatient. I just want to jump in there and fly it and see how it flies and feel it, you know? So I jump in there and usually just set up my axis controls and do a little bit of tuning there, and then just, you know, as I go, gradually jump into the next thing, add the next set of controls. I know some people like to go in there and just do it all at once. That's my method, I guess, you know. I'm sure others may vary. Alright guys, so anyways, this is me just putzing around in the Hind. It does look pretty sick. I'm digging it, and it's super fun at super ultra widescreen on this 49-inch monitor in TrackIR via what, Open Beta 2.7. Pretty cool stuff, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to hit that like button, and until next time, guys.